Hello, dear students. Hope you are doing well. Today it's our lecture number 7, and we are going to learn about another collection that is known as sets. In our previous lectures, we studied about lists, tuples, and dictionary. Now, in this lecture, we are going to learn about sets. So, what are sets basically? Set is a collection of non-repetitive items. So what does it mean? Set is a collection. What does collection mean? I have already told you that a collection is a data structure that can hold multiple values in a single variable. But unlike lists or tuples, here you can't have repetitive items. Set is a collection. It's the same as the mathematical. In mathematics you might have studied about sets. It is the same set here, because in a set you can't have the same items. Similar case is here also. Sets store multiple items in a single variable. That's why it's known as collection. It is unordered. I will tell you what unordered means here. Unordered means the order in which you insert or put the elements in the set. When you will print the set, it is not necessary that they will be printed in the same order in which they were inserted. It's unindexed and unchangeable. That means it is immutable. You cannot change. Once you have written an item inside a set, you cannot change it, but we can add or remove. But we cannot change it. And also a set doesn't allow duplicate values. Now we will create a simple set. We will go to our VS Code. As you know, I will click on this icon. Here I will write sets.py. So here my file is created. Now I have to create a file. This set, what I will write new set is equal to curly brackets. But do you remember, while declaring a list we also used the curly brackets? Then what is the difference between a list and a dictionary? What is the difference between then a set and a dictionary? Now I will tell you. If I write here 1 2 3, I will write 1 again, I will write 8, I will write 9, and I will write 3. Now if I print this, print new set, I will execute my program. Here you can see what will I get the output here. The output is 1 2 3 8 9, but I have written 1 here how many times? 2 times. I have written 3 how many times here? I have written that also in 2 times, but it only gave me how many time? It only gave me 1 time in the print. Why it gave the output like this? Because I told you a set can't have duplicate values. Also, if you check this 1 2 3 8 9, if I write here hello, I will write a string here, hello. I will write some floating point number, I will write some boolean value, I will write none here. It will work the same. You can see false. I wrote the false at the end of the set, but it came at the first. Why? Because I told you a set is unordered. It is not ordered. Now if I repeat false once again here, you can see still it will be printed. How many times? It will be printed only only 1 time. So this was about sets. It was this was the syntax of how you can create a set. Now using the type, you can check using the type function. If I want to check the type of this, I will write type of new set. What will be its type? It will be of type what will be the type? It will be of type set. So let me, before going on further, let me tell you that we also declared dictionary like this. If you remember, if I write here dict is equal to, we also used those curly braces. But remember, when we were creating a dictionary, we used key value pairs. Just like I will write name Python, even though both are of them are declared inside the curly braces, but how it recognized it because of the key value this key value pair. If I will print type of dict, you can check here. I will write dict1 because it might be matching with the keyword. That is why I don't want any mess here. Here the class is dict and here the class is set. So this was about the creation of a set, how we create a set. We can also check the number of characters in a set. How? We can use the function len function. If I write here len of new set, then how many items are here? Here you can see I have 9 items, but if you count here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, I have 12 elements here. But why it gave me the answer 9? The reason is it doesn't print the duplicate values, because a set can only and only have a unique value. It cannot have duplicate values. Now, how to create an empty set? If I want to create an empty set, I will first comment this out. I will comment this. Now, simply, if I want to create an empty set, I will say set1 is equal to, I will write this. Now, if I print, as per our knowledge, what will we get? If I print set1 and I will write here type of set1, you can see what is the type. The type here is dict, but we want to declare what? We want to declare a set. So how we can declare a set? For that reason, we have to use the keyword that is set. By this, it knows that we are going to declare a set, and we don't use that time these curly braces. That time we use these brackets. Now if I execute this program, you can see the class is now set. So this was how we can declare an empty set. We can also declare a set using the set constructor. Let me show you. I will write here, if I will write here set, this is the set constructor. I will write hello, I will write Python, I will write welcome. Now if I run my program, the class is set. If I want to know the number of elements, the number of items that are present in this set, it will be 3. Even if I write Python one more time, still it will be counted only once here. The answer still came 3. So this was how to use, you can use the set constructor to create a set. Now if you want to add items to a set, we can use which function? We have the add function, by which we can add items in a set. Now if I close this, I will write new set is equal to, I will write set, I will first create an empty set, then I will write new set dot add using the add function. If I write here 5, I will again use it, new set dot add, I will write here 6. I will now write here, I will cut this first here, I will print new set. You can check what is the output, 5 and 6. Now if I again add new set dot add, then you can see if I write 5 here, still the answer will come 5 comma 6. Why? Because it adds the element only, it can have only unique items. In the same way you can add multiple elements in a set. How you can use that? Using the update keyword. If I write new set update, I will write, but you have to give this in the form of a list. So if I write here 7, if I write 9, I will write Python, because it can store a data of any data type. If I write hello, now if I print this, you can see how many items I got here, 5, 6, 7, 9, Python and hello. So this was about how to add elements in a set. And also you can add a list. If you want to add a list using the add function, I can also add a list. Now if I comment this first, if I write here new set dot add, I want to now add a list. I will use these square these brackets, and I will write here 5 comma 8 comma 9 comma Python, but I have to enclose this in double quotes. Now if I run my program, you can see 5 comma 6, these came in the form of which? These came as different items, but here 5, 6, 8, 9 and Python, this is stored here in the form of a tuple. So this was about the how to add items to a set. I hope you understood it, but also remember one thing, that you cannot change once you have added. If I want to update 5 with some other element, I can't do that, just like, because it is immutable. It is immutable, just like tuples were immutable. Tuples were immutable, lists were mutable. Lists we can change, but tuple we can't change. Same case is here also. Now we will move to our next set of functions, how we can remove items from a set. How to remove items from a set. So using the remove function, I can remove an item from a set. I will show you. If I have, I will comment this whole. I will uncomment this because I have different items here. If I want to remove hello, what I have to do, I will bring this first down so that it becomes visible to you. Control X, write Control V, enter. Now I will write new set dot remove. What does remove function do? You have to tell it the name of the element. What is the element? Suppose I want to remove 99.5. Now when I print this, 99.5 is removed from here. Now suppose I want to remove hello. I will write hello, and the hello is now removed, but 99.5 is here also. So this is how you can remove an element from a set. But there is one drawback. Suppose I mistakenly I wrote hell here instead of hello. If I execute this program, it gives me an error. Why? Because hell is not an item in this collection. That's why it gives an error. Now what if I want to handle this thing, that suppose a user enters wrong element name, then how can I handle that? We can use the discard. Using the discard function, it won't give us the error, just like it gave here. If I write here new set dot discard, I will write same, I will write hell here, and that too in lowercase. You can check, it didn't give me an error. Why? The reason behind is that discard doesn't throw an error, while as if the item name that you gave in remove function is not present in the set, it will definitely throw an error here. Now we have another function here that is known as pop. What does pop do? It deletes any random element, or I can say item from the set. If I close this, if I write new set dot pop, it will delete any random item that it likes. I will execute my program. You can see it has deleted what? It has deleted false here. If I execute the same program once again, it has deleted false. Now suppose I remove the false from here, since false is written 2 times. If I execute this, now this time it has removed 1. It has removed this time 1. Now if I remove 1 also here, I will keep only an instance of 1, only one instance of 1 here. And if I execute this, now what is deleted here? 1 2 8 9 3 8 99.5 is here, none is also here, 1 is deleted, 1 is now deleted. So it deletes an item randomly. So this was about the removing items from a set. Now if you have studied about sets, there was the concept of intersection, there was the concept of union. Same case applies here also. Suppose if I have 2 sets, I will comment this out, comment this whole thing. I will have a set 1 is equal to, I will have here 1 2 and 3, and I have set 2 that is equal to 4 5 6. Now if I write set 3 is equal to set 1 dot union set 2, and if I print set 3, set, I print set 3, you will see that through the union both the elements set 3 will contain 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 also. You can check it here, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now suppose set 1 has element 4 and set 2 has element, let us suppose say 3. What will be the output? Can you guess? The output will still, in set 3, the output will still be the same. Why? Because a set can't take duplicate values. If I run this program again, I will get the same output. There is no difference. Even though in set 1 I have included 4 and in set 2 I have included 3, but still the answer is same here. Why so? Because a set can't have duplicate values. So now there was another concept in sets, if you remember, that was the concept of intersection. What intersection does here? Intersection basically uh, checks the common elements that are both in set 1 and in set 2. Now if I write here set 1 dot what is that, intersection set 2, if I write this, now can you tell me what is common between them? 4 and 3 is common between the both of them, so I will get the answer 3 and 4. Now suppose if I remove this 3 and this 3 here also, it will come empty because there is nothing common among them. That's why the answer came here in brackets. Now if I write here comma 3, you can see the answer came 3. Similarly, there is a function here that is known as difference. I will show you that with an example. Set 3 is equal to set 1 dot difference set 2. What it will do, set 1 is equal to difference. So if I write here like this, I will show you the output. What I got here the answer 1 comma 2, because it will give you only those elements that are not present in set 2. Set 3 will give you elements of set 1 excluding the element that is present in set 1. Now if I remove this 3 here, it will give me answer 1 2 3. Now if I write here comma 2, since 2 is present where, in set 1 and in also set 2, now what will the difference function give me answer? It will give me the answer 1 comma 3. It will give you only that value that is not present in set 2, 1 comma 3. Since 2 is present, it won't give you that. So this was about the union of sets. And also you can combine, if you have set more than 2 sets, you can combine them by separated by comma. Like if I have I want to create set 3 is equal to, I will make this as string Python, I will write here C++, comma, I will write here Java. So if I write here set let me comment this, I will write here set 4 is equal to set 1 dot update set 2 comma set 3. If I write here set 4, you can check what will be the answer. Why it is giving set 1? Because it will update the value in, no, I had to write union. Sorry, I will also explain this what happened here. I will also explain that this thing also. I will write here set 4 because I had to use the union function. I use it update function. I will tell you what is the difference between them. Set 1 dot union. I will write here set 2 comma set 3. Now after running this program, you can see what I got here: 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is Java, C++, and Python. This is the answer that I got. Now I will tell you one thing, that I used here this function. What did this function do? And I got the none answer here. I will explain this thing to you also. Basically what it does, set 1 updates it. That means it was the same that we have done previously here. Update. It basically updates with what values? With the value of set 2 and set 3. If I print set 1, you can see that it gives us the same result. Why? Because it has updated its values. In which set? In set 1. Now if I write here set 2 and I write here set 1. Now if I print set 1, you can check here, I got the answer 1 2 3. But here what I have updated? I have updated set 2. Now if I update right here set 2, I will get the answer 1 2 3 4 5 6 C++, Python, and Java. So this was about the intersection of two sets, the union of two sets, and using update and using difference. Now we will write a program to input 5 numbers from the user and display only unique numbers. Let us write this program. I will name this as program a.py. So what we have to do, I have to take how many numbers from a user? I have to take 5 input numbers from a user. So what I will write, I will declare 5 variables here. I will write int y int because I want to typecast, because I have to use input function. Enter the number 1. Enter the number 1. Then I will write comma and /n so that it will come on next line. Now how many numbers I need? I need 4 numbers. Enter Control V, and Control V. A is equal to this value. I will write here P is equal to C is equal to, and D is equal to. Here I will write, instead of 1 I will write 2. Here I will write 3, and here I will write 4. Now what I have to do, I will create a set. I will write new set is equal to, it's declared like this, A, B, C, and D. Now I will print this. If I will print this new set, you will see here enter number 1. Suppose I type here 2 and 2, and then I will write 3 and 4. You remember the input 2 2 3 and 4. What should I get the answer? I should get answer 2 3 4. Why? Because this is a set. A set can have only unique values. Even if you give this number 2 times, but still it printed here only once. Why? Because a set can have only unique values. Now I will execute this program once again. If I write here 5, I will again write 5, I will again write 5, and again 5. Here you can see I got only one item here, and that is 5. So it doesn't depend on how many times you give it the number, it will only give you unique numbers. So this was all about the program. Let me tell you one thing. If I write here, I write here new set is equal to, I will write here 5 comma 5 comma 5 comma 5. Now if I print its length, what do you expect the length could be? Obviously, let you guess what could be the length of this. Obviously the length of this is 4. Length of this is why the length came as 4. Can you answer this? Why it came 4? Because this is a tuple. this is not a set. If you check its type, this is a tuple, and tuple can take multiple these values. Now I will create a separate new sets is equal to, I have to enclose for this, I have to enclose this in which brackets curly braces, but not with three this key value pairs. Now if I write here new sets, what is the type? The type is set. And if I write here, what is the length of this? The length of it comes as 1, because it will take only it will consider all these 4 as only 1. It will consider only one item. It will be considered as only one item in a set. Now suppose if I write here 5.0, if I write here 5.0, I will write here 2, I will delete these. What do you expect? Since you will say that 5 is an integer, 2 is also an integer, but this is a floating point. Now let us check the output. The output is still 2. Why it is still 2? The reason behind that is 5.0 and 5 are same. Yes, it can make a difference. If I write 5.2, then it will consider this as a separate element. Similarly, if I write 5 in double quotes, what do you expect? Will it consider this as a separate item, or it will consider this as an integer? It will consider this as a string, and it will be counted here. You can check. The answer comes 4. So this was all about these collections that we have learned so far. We learned about lists, we learned about tuples, we learned about dictionaries, and today we learned about sets. Now I also told you about the lists. I will write here, what is this? This is a tuples. A tuple is declared like this. Lists is equal to, it is declared like this, 5 commas 6 comma 7 comma 8. And here this is a set and a dictionary, dicts. I will name this as dicts. I will enclose this also in curly braces. I will write here name. I will write this as Python. You might be thinking why I am always writing about Python. So I will name it as Python, and I will say version of this is version of this is 3.9. That's installed in my system. Now if I want to copy this, I have to show you the what I will use here, which function I will use. I will use the type function. Sorry, I will use here type function. Now if I run this program here, I have tuples here, and then I have what, lists here. I want this is ticks here, and this is new sets here. Now if I run this program, you will see the output. First one is a tuple, second one is a list, third one is a dictionary, and fourth one is a set. I hope you understood this very well. So this was all about the collections. Let me revise this once again. So today we learned about sets. What is a set? A set is a collection. Collection means it is a data structure that can hold multiple values of non-repetitive items. Sets store multiple items in a single variable. Unordered, it's not necessary that the order in which you added an item in a set, it will be retrieved in the same order. Unindexed, there is no indexing used. And unchangeable, but items can be added or removed. And also no duplicate values. Now creating a set, I showed you that how to check the type, how to check the length, and how to create an empty set, and also how to create a set using set constructor. Adding items to a set, how you can add an item to a set using the add function, and also you can use an update function to update the set with multiple values, and how you can add a list, right, tuple I can say. Removing items from a set, you can use the remove function here to remove an item from a set, or you can use discard. The difference between the two is discard doesn't give you an error, and the pop function deletes any item randomly. I forgot to show you this clear method. It basically clears the set, just like we have seen in dictionary, we have seen this in list also. Joining sets, so if you want to do the intersection or you want to do the union of sets, then we use the intersection function, we use the union function. I also showed you how to use the update function, and this was about using the difference function. We also used that. Write a program to input, sorry, I we gave the input of 4 numbers only. I had written here, write a program to input 5 numbers from the user and display only unique numbers. So what are sets? Sets are unordered, unchangeable except adding or removing, and do not allow duplicates. Useful for operations like intersection and difference. So this was all about the sets in our program. Thank you very much.